Welcome to Mr. Chalk's Revision Tips. In this video, we will look at electrolysis, the electrolysis of brine water, and the products that we produce. So, when ionic compounds are molten or dissolved in water, the ions can move freely. So when electricity passes through the liquid, the compound can be broken up. So electrolysis is the decomposition of a liquid using electricity. The electrolyte is the liquid that conducts the electricity. The anode is the positive electrode, the cathode is the negative electrode. Anions are negative ions and cations are positive ions. So brine is a solution of sodium chloride and water. So the process of electrolysis involves passing a current through it to break it up into different substances. So hydrogen ions are discharged at the negative electrode because they're positively charged. Chloride ions are discharged at the positive electrode as chlorine gas. And sodium ions and hydroxide ions are left behind in solution to form sodium hydroxide. So if we explain in terms of bonding why pure water does not conduct electricity, right, the main reason is because it's a covalent molecule, so therefore it has no free electrons or ions which are able to carry the electricity. If we explain why sodium chloride solution conducts electricity, it's because there are ions. So you have positive sodium ions and negative chloride ions which can now carry the charge. So the electrolysis of brine is a large-scale process that's used to manufacture chlorine and salt, right? But it's also useful in producing hydrogen gas and sodium hydroxide. So if we look at the process, we start off with brine water being added. So an electric current is passed through it, splitting it into ions. The positive hydrogen ions move towards the negative electrode and gain an electron. Then bubbles off. So the chlorine gas moves towards the positive electrode and bubbles off as chlorine gas. Sodium and hydroxide ions are left behind, which form sodium hydroxide. So if we're looking at why hydrogen ions move to the negative electrode, it's because they have a positive charge. How does the hydrogen ion change into a hydrogen atom? It gains an electron. What causes the solution to be an alkali is the fact it's got hydroxide ions in it. And if we're naming the compound in the cell which produces the hydrogen ions, it's the fact that the sodium chloride is mixed with water. Half equations can be used to show what's happening in the reaction. So at the cathode, the hydroxide or the hydrogen ions or the hydrogen cations are reduced when they gain electrons. At the anode, the negative chloride anions are oxidized when they lose electrons. So if we're given a balanced ionic equation for what's happening at the negative electrode, it's going to be 2H plus 2E minus goes to form H2. If we're completing the half equation below, we're going to have 2Cl minus, we'll go and form 2 electrons and Cl2. This process can be used to make a range of different chemicals. So hydrogen can be made, which is useful for making ammonia and can be used as fuel. Chlorine is made, which can be used to sterilize water and is used in making bleach. Sodium hydroxide is used to make soap, paper and bleach as well. Thanks for watching.